Welcome back to the Barley Lads. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment to let us know how we're doing. Today, we're drinking Old Forester 1870. Old Forester 1870 Original Batch Kentucky Straight Bourbon from the Brown-Forman Distillery, Louisville, Kentucky. ABV of 45% or 90 proof. Price-wise, you should be able to get this around $50. Mash bill of 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% barley. So this is a continuation of the Whiskey Roast series that we've been doing. Previously, about a month or two ago, or I guess depending on when we released this, we have already done the 1910 and 1920, and hopefully I think the previous episode would have been the 1897 Bottled and Bond. So we're now at the 1870, which is the date that George Garvin Brown first started bonding whiskey. So the Brown, as in Brown-Forman, the owners of both the Old Forester, I believe also Woodford Reserve, and certainly Jack Daniels. So one of the biggest producers of whiskey in the world. But George Garvin Brown got his start in Louisville, working on Whiskey Row and selling he was one of the first bottlers of whiskey around. Usually you would go in and bring your own jug and have them fill it up with whiskey. He started bottling it, he started labeling it and putting a sticker on it to signing the bottles as well, kind of giving his stamp of approval before things like the Bottled and Bond Act were ever even thought of. And so he was trying to make sure that people felt confident in the product that they were getting. Back in the day, he was buying from 3 different distilleries, and that's what he was blending with. So what Old Forester has done with this batch is obviously they don't have that many distilleries producing bourbon, and so what they've done is they've pulled barrels from 3 different warehouses, and they made sure that they were from 3 different production dates, 3 different age statements or ages on those barrels, as well as different entry proofs. So probably barrels that were probably going in at 125 proof versus maybe 110. They don't disclose all of that information, and it's certainly bigger batches than 3 barrels, but that's the information that we're giving us, so that's kind of the information that we're running with. So let's kind of dive into the whiskey. For 90 proof, it has some ethanol burn, some alcohol burn there. But once you kind of get past that, I do get some cherry, which, again, kind of expect that from Old Forester. Some cinnamon. I don't know, it's hard to get past the ethanol, honestly, for me. So we'll move on to the taste. Got some good legs on it. I don't know if you can pick that up in the video, but it's kind of surprising for 90 proof. Yeah, strong cherry flavor. This one comes off a little sweeter, almost syrupy. Not unpleasant. Not like you're sick and you have to chug some cherry cough syrup. You're Robitussin. Still get some brown sugar sweetness. Not a lot of caramel though. Bit of a oakiness, and a little longer it sits on my tongue, you get a vanilla note, but not overly complex. Easy to drink. I wouldn't grab this immediately off my shelf, certainly for the price. $45, $50 depending on where you're at. If you can get it for less than that, then yeah, it's probably worth that. I kind of said the same thing with the 1897. But when you're comparing this to the other Old Forester offerings or the Woodfords, which you can get for a little bit less, I'd probably grab those ahead of this. But again, not an unpleasant drink. Just not a ton of complexity. Easy sipper. So, thanks again for watching another episode of the Barley Lads. Today we've been drinking part of the Whiskey Rose series, Old Forester 1870. Cheers.